Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. And I wanted to talk a little bit about backhanded compliments. Alright, I don't have all the answers when it comes to backhanded compliments, but I can tell you one thing. I've been given a lot of them. So I'm just going to tell you a few things that I keep in mind when it comes to backhanded compliments. The first thing about backhanded compliments, otherworldlies, is sometimes half the time people are giving them to you. Sometimes these people are just socially awkward. Okay, sometimes I'm not trying to let them off the hook or anything, and I'm going to say these people are in the minority, okay? Some people just are not good with their words. They're trying to say something nice, but it just comes out wrong. They just don't really know how to give a compliment. They're just, because I've gotten annoyed with people like, you really just shouldn't have said anything if you were going to say that. Okay, like, here's an example. Okay, so there was this celebrity that I used to kind of look like, and people used to tell me I looked like that celebrity all the time. Here's the thing, in my opinion, I don't think that celebrity's very attractive. Okay, now I don't really resemble the celebrity anymore, thank goodness. People stopped telling me I look like her about 15 years ago. So, yay, I didn't have to hear it anymore, right? But people used to tell me I looked exactly like this person. Exactly, right? But in my opinion, I don't think that she's pretty. Okay? I don't think she's pretty at all. So people used to tell me I looked exactly like her, So I would just get annoyed, right? So when they would just tell me that, I didn't really appreciate it, right? Because I don't think she's pretty. So I would just go, ew, whenever they would tell me that. And they would go, whenever I would do that. I mean, they would be genuinely surprised that I did not consider that a compliment. And I would just say, can you please never say that again? And they would be a big fan of this person, and they would be surprised that I did not like to get told that. You look exactly like her name, has anyone told you look exactly like this person? And I'd go, gross. Can you, never say that again? Seriously, gross. And I would just come out and say, and show my disdain for what they just said. Right? Because I don't think the person is talented. I don't really like the person. I don't think she's pretty. So I kind of did not want to be compared to them. And I would just be like, ew, gross. So personally, as far as this person goes, I think they have a better body than I do. But in the face, I think I'm a lot prettier, and I didn't want to be compared to her. I was like, yuck, ew. And so, first of all, I'm a lot younger, and secondly, I just think, facially, I just think I'm a lot prettier, and I didn't want to be told I look like her. I was just, sick of hearing it. And so, I would just tell them I didn't appreciate being told that. And the funny thing about it is, they thought she was attractive. So they thought I would like being told that, and I absolutely did not. And so sometimes when people do that, I was told, oh, you should take the compliment. And I was like, but what if I think it's an insult? Oh, she's famous, and she's this, and she's that, and a lot of people think she's attractive. And I'm like, well, what if I don't? What if I think that's gross? And so one day this lady goes, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you're a much prettier version of so-and-so. So I was like, oh, thank you. Because she said I was a much prettier version of her. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take that one. That's a good one, because she was at least telling me I was a much prettier version of her, So I was like, all right, I'll take that one. Because that was not an insult. She wasn't saying I looked exactly like her. She wasn't going there. So I was appreciating that one, because being told you look exactly like somebody you don't think's attractive. You know, I know I'm being like super petty, but it's okay to kind of check people when they're giving you that kind of backhanded compliment. If you don't think that particular like celebrity or being told that you look like somebody. Okay, because I have this other friend, and she gets told that she looks like this celebrity, and she's a really pretty girl. Okay, my friend's a really, really pretty girl. She takes a lot of selfies and gets a lot of likes. She's a really pretty girl. She gets told she looks like this scary celebrity, and I'm like, no, you don't look like her, okay? You do not look like that scary celebrity. She gets told she looks like this scary celebrity. I'm like, no, you need to put people in check and tell them, don't say I look like her. That is so mean. They're giving you a backhanded compliment. No, I go, no, you don't have to take that from people. No, you know, and it's like, well, I'm glad it doesn't just happen to me. Oh my God. So, viewers, if people are doing that to you, just put people in check and be like, don't tell me I look like them. No. And so just know that if there's a celebrity and you think a person looks like them, that person probably finds that insulting for some reason. Even if you think that celebrity is a big deal and you think they're kind of cool looking or, you know, something like that, the person you're comparing them to probably doesn't find them attractive. It's just a thing. Most people I know who kind of look like a celebrity don't find that celebrity attractive. Me included, that one friend of mine, other people I know who've looked like a celebrity and keep getting told they look like the celebrity. Most of those people do not find that the celebrity they're compared to attractive, and they get annoyed that they're told that they look like the celebrity. Most people don't like that. There's a few people who think it's funny, but most people don't like that, and they'll be like, oh, I got told I look like so and so again today. I do not look like them. Oh my God. So, yeah, if you think the celebrity's busted looking or whatever, just put people in check for that. Okay, so here's the other thing. Most of those people that are doing that are actually trying to pay you a compliment. They probably think that celebrity is really cool, and they probably find the celebrity attractive. So they're not actually trying to insult you. But if you think that celebrity's ugly, just go ahead and check them and tell them, I don't think that celebrity's attractive and you're insulting me. Just because you personally don't like it. So it's okay to let them know you find it an insult. But they're going to probably kind of get their feelings hurt when you say that. But you have the right to say you don't like it. Okay? But they're probably not doing it on purpose. Okay, the rest of the people are socially awkward. Okay, they don't know how to give a proper compliment. Some people just don't have the gift of gab. Okay, some people, not everybody is verbally graceful. I mean, what can I say? Not everybody knows how to talk to people. All right. I've been around a lot of people that just have foot in the mouth disease. They really mean to say something nice, but it won't come out the way they really meant it, you know. And you're just like, I can't believe you said that to me. That sounded so effed up. Like, you really, oh my God. And you're just going, after they say it. And then they just go, and then they realize how it sounded, and they're like, oh no, you know, or they don't even realize how bad it sounded after they said it. All right. And then we've got the third category of people who totally meant to neg you. They totally meant to give you a backhanded compliment, okay? And this is where you realize where your power lies, okay? And this is where most of you are coming from. This is where the majority of my viewers are coming from, okay? You guys are all winners, all right? You guys are all alphas. You guys all rule, okay? Because other people feel threatened by you, all right? People are jealous of you, okay? And you're probably just going, why? I didn't do anything to make them feel bad about themselves. You know, maybe you're coming from a place of humility, okay? Maybe you're coming from a place where you don't think you're all that. You just you were just not even full of yourself. You were, you know, maybe your self-esteem isn't that high. Maybe you were just kind of having a, you know, kind of a bad day or something like that. You weren't even feeling that good about yourself, okay? But the way other people perceive you is they're perceiving you that you are greater than them, okay? They're trying to come along and they're trying to bring you down. So they want to give you, because they have really low self-esteem. All right, you don't know what their life path has been. You don't know if, you know, they've been on a path of self-destruction. You don't know if there's been a lot of negative patterns in their life that's been reinforced. All right, you don't know what's been going on with them. All right, you haven't followed them throughout their life and seen people bullying them and heard the negative tapes in their head. Okay, the things they've been hearing, the things that they've been telling themselves. You know, they look in the mirror, they think they're ugly, they think they're worthless, you know, they think they're losers, okay? And then they see you and they think you're so much better than they are. They feel inferior when they're around you, okay? A lot of people, you're just thinking you're average, but they get around you and they think that they're so lowly that they get around you and you're triggering feelings of insecurity in them. You're not even trying to do it, but they just think that you're better than them, because that's how some people's mentality is. Some people feel so bad about themselves that they get around everybody and they just think everybody's better than them. So they go around just putting everybody down, trying to feel better about themselves, because they can't really do anything to regulate their emotions to feel better about themselves. Some people just don't have the skill to build themselves up, so they have to tear other people down, all right? And that's basically what's going on here. So they have to get around you and they have to do a misery loves company thing, all right? There's this one, I hate to even call him a friend. He's more like an associate. Every time I get around him, he tries to imply that I'm fat. He implies that he's fat, but he also implies that I'm fat. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. Okay. I'm currently losing some weight, but I'm not like fat. But this guy says, we're heavy people and all this other stuff. And I'm just looking at him like, dude, you're a crackhead. Like, what are you on about? And I'm just sitting there just like, I'm stunned to silence. And I'm just staring at him like, I don't even know what to say to him because he says stupid stuff like that. And I'm just going, okay, maybe you're heavy people. And there's nothing I can even say to him because he's being so asinine. And I'm going, okay, you know, in a few months, whatever weight I have to lose is not going to even be here anymore. So whatever you're saying is not even true. So I don't have anything to say to him about that, okay, because I don't think I'm heavy people. He's just in his own little world. But see, that's the way he likes to neg me. All right, so, but he just says it like, we're heavy people. You know, I'm just like, dude, you're crazy, But because I don't know really anyone who would describe me as heavy people. When I think of heavy people, I think of like people on the Dr. Now show or something like that. Have you ever watched Dr. Now? Those people weigh like 600 pounds. That's what I think heavy people are. I don't think people that, need to lose 30 pounds are heavy people. Okay? I don't think people with pretty privilege are heavy people. Okay? I'm just putting that out there. Just saying. But dude's just sitting there going, we're heavy people. Ooh. But I mean, he's trying to neg me. He's just trying to be on one about something. So I'm just like, I just don't have anything to reply to that. Because the things he says are things like that when he sees me. And he's fat. And it's just he's just being dumb. So, I have a few pounds to lose, but, I don't know. I just don't think of myself being described like that. I think he's being kind of weird. But, just backhanded compliments, people telling me I look a certain age when I think I look a lot younger. Being given a backhanded compliment like that, okay. And a thing you can say when somebody's giving you a backhanded compliment, I say stuff like, I'm sure you meant that in the nicest possible way. You can say that to somebody. I'm sure you meant that real nice, yeah. You can go ahead and say that to somebody because they may just be socially awkward. They may not realize that they're telling you look 10 to 20 years older than people usually tell you look. Or you look good for your age. That's actually a really insulting thing to say to somebody. Or how young are you? Don't ever say that to somebody. That is really rude. I mean, they're talking to you like you're 80 or something. Like, don't say weird stuff like that to people. Don't tell somebody, they look a certain age that's actually an old age. I mean, I'm just saying that's really not the thing to do. Because I've had people do that to me, and I'm like, I know I look a lot younger than that. Don't say that to me. That's like so rude. But they're giving me a backhanded compliment, and then what I have to realize is I've triggered their insecurity. I'm thinking, I never knew that person was insecure. I just learned something about that person. I don't know why I'm making them feel insecure, because I think, I thought more highly of them than that. But I just learned something new. And after that, you have to just consider yourself enlightened. You're like, okay, now I know something about that person. Now that they've insulted me, now I gotta figure, I didn't know they were insecure, but now I know they are. May want to stay away from them. May want to say, I'm sure you meant that in the nicest possible way. Or, I think I look a little younger than that, but okay. Or you may not want to say anything. Just know they're a little insecure. Know that most people are insecure. Isn't that sad? A lot of people are insecure. And that's because we have grown up in a society where there's a lot of real lack of positive reinforcement. There's a lot of lack of good role models. There is a lot of lack of our parents being positive and saying nice things. You know, a lot of mean grown-ups. You know, when I was growing up, there was a lot of mean grown-ups. I hate to say this, there's a lot of jealous grown-ups. There are a lot of jealous grown-ups that see potential in children and want to put them down instead of build them up. That is really sad. So there are a lot of little kids that grew up and felt bad about themselves because there was grown-ups saying, you're never going to amount to anything, thinking that was going to motivate them. Then it was demotivational. They were trying to motivate them negatively. And that, it really hurts. Or they just saw the child's potential and were jealous of a child. That was going on too. Or there was just a lot of schoolyard teasing. Or a lot of people just looked in the mirror and decided they didn't like what they saw. So they were just giving themselves that negative reinforcement. Because a lot of us don't see what's really good about ourselves. And it's really too bad. We mostly just pick apart our flaws. And I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. I mean, there's a lot I like about myself, but then I pick apart my flaws. We're all insecure. Okay, we all have all this stuff about ourselves we don't like. And that's just part of the human condition, okay? We're all so critical of ourselves. So sometimes we see somebody else and we're just like, we get so envious of other people. And there's just so much self-doubt going on within a lot of people. And they take it out on each other. And people are going to come up, they're going to take it out on you, and they're going to give you a backhanded compliment. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to do a lot of positive self-talk. Like, you know what? I really like how nice I was today. I really like the positive contributions I'm giving to society. I really like how I did my hair today. I really like, you know, the kind of partner I am. I really like how I did this today. I really had fun doing my hobby today. I think I did really well at work today. You got to give yourself little mini pats on the back, and don't feel bad about it. Okay, you gotta start giving yourself credit for stuff. Okay, because other people are gonna come along and they're gonna try to tear you down. So you got to be your own self-motivator. All right, because there's gonna be so many people that are gonna try to make you feel bad. They're gonna try to give you all these backhanded compliments. So you got to be your own source of validation. Because once you start validating yourself, you are going to start attracting more positivity towards yourself. You're also going to attract negativity because of all the jealous people. But you're really going to have to be your own source of validation because there's so much negativity out there. So just remember there's different reasons for these backhanded compliments. And at the end of the day, you are wonderful. Okay? All right, well, this has been Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. I love you all, and thank you so much for your time and attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you. Bye-bye.